Hi and welcome to Best in Tesla. I have been driving this bad boy for almost 60,000 kilometers. I would like to give my review of this car, my top 40 of this car, and also some things I don't like about this car. Let's dive right in.
Let's put our living stereo stylus in this groove.
I have now owned my Tesla Model 3 long range for over 1 year. 16 months to be exact, and I have been driving it for almost 60,000 kilometers, about 37,000 miles. So I have been driving a lot, not just because it's fun, because it really is, but it's also very cheap. I pay 570 Danish crowns per month, about $82 per month, for electricity for my car, to fill up at home or at one of the 1,400 Eon charging stations in Denmark. It does not matter if I drive 10 miles or 10,000 miles, it will only be $82 a month, because of the subscription I have with Eon here in Denmark. So that makes the electric car even cheaper. So I have paid a total of $984 for driving 31,000 miles for the first year of ownership. With my old car, we would have to pay about $3,500 per year for this much driving. So that is a saving of more than $2,500 a year on gasoline alone. And we would normally get about 2 service checks with our old Mazda 3 when we have driven over 40,000 kilometers. But the Tesla Model 3, we have used $0 on maintenance for the first 60,000 kilometers driven. So that is also a saving about $1,500 a year with the amount of driving we do in our family. So in the first year alone of ownership, we have saved about $4,000. You simply have to take this kind of saving into your calculation before you say an electric vehicle is expensive, because the true cost of ownership over a 5 years period is a very different story, because this saving is going to continue and is only going to get bigger as the car gets older. But another thing I really love about owning an electric car is that you don't have to go to the gas station to fill up 2 times a week anymore. It is just ready to go every morning. So when people say you charge about 95% at home, I can definitely vouch for that. Especially with the Tesla, where you get about 500 kilometers or 250 miles on a single charge with a mixed real-world driving. Not VLTP or EPA, no, real-world driving. It is very rare that we drive more than that in a single day, so we do just charge at home. And only on the long trips we go to a charging station and charge for about 10 to 20 minutes tops. While we take a bathroom break or get a cup of coffee, we even took the Tesla on a skiing trip in Germany with a luggage box on the back of the Tesla, and the drive was about 800 kilometers long. And that was simply no problem, because the car tells us when to stop and how long to stop for. So we didn't really have to think much at all. And the car itself did most of the driving, since about 80% of the way was on highway. So it was also one of the easiest 800 kilometers road trip I have ever done. And I never worry about charging, because I always just let my car know where I'm going, and it will tell me if I need to charge to get there, or even give me a little warning if I have to stay below a certain speed to be able to reach my destination. And at my destination on the skiing holiday, there was actually a Tesla destination charger we could use. So when we needed to go back home, it was charged to 100% and ready to go. And then the car again shows the way home and where to charge. So to me, the Tesla Model 3 or Tesla is just one of the best road tripping cars you could ever get. And you also hear that Tesla gets better over time with these over-the-air updates. But it's really true. Here are just some of the features that I got after I bought the car. 5% more peak power, 20% faster charging, Sentry mode that even got better and better, and we can now see the videos in our car if something has happened. And they made the cameras work as a dash cam, 2 more cameras when backing up, True one-pedal driving, where the car brakes all the way down to zero and holds the car while stopped. Scheduled charging, so it's all ready to go in the morning when I need to leave, so it doesn't sit all night with a fully charged battery, but charge it so it's ready to go at 7 o'clock in the morning, and has even heated or cooled the car to my preferred temperature. Precondition the battery when I'm driving towards a charging station for faster charging. It has become better at driving itself. It can now show me much more in the autopilot preview, like red light, stop signs, speed limit signs, cones, and much more. It can now stop for traffic lights. The navigation got so much better, now I can also push the name of places on the map and get more info about it, just like you can on Google Maps on your computer. Third-party charging stations now shows up when I'm looking for charging, not just Tesla's own. And the web browser was changed to Chrome and was suddenly useful. I can now rent the car from my app. Smart Summon, where I can get the car to come to me in a parking lot. Improvement to the Bluetooth, so it does not connect until it knows you are in the car, so my phone call does not get into the car when I'm still standing outside the car. Introducing Feeling Lucky or Feeling Hungry, where the navigation will pick a destination of interest or a place nearby to eat. Joe Mode, making the alarm of the safety system only go off in the front of the car, not using the speakers in the back if you have a sleeping child. Karaoke. Oh yeah! A lot of new games like Beach Racing 2 and so on. Spotify came to American market in the last year. We got Theater Mode, where we got Netflix and YouTube. It will now close the windows automatically when I leave the car, when the car locks itself automatically. It will now send me a message if the door is left open and we have been away from the car for a while. Or if it for some reason did not lock the car when we left the car, it will give me a message saying it has now locked the car because we have been away from the car for a while. It can now read out loud my text messages that I get on my phone.
Hi, BestInTESLA.
And can reply by speaking back. I can now put in the PIN code on my glove box and prioritize which phone to connect to if both phones are in the car at the same time. This is just to mention what I have off the top of my head, and this is all within a year or so. It got a lot of updates before I got it and is still getting updated every month. It just got one today while I'm making this video. And then there's been general improvement to the car, but all in all I have got a better car now than when I bought it. For free. If I want to, I could get half a second off my 0 to 60 time as well with a purchase of an over-the-air update to the car that I can buy right on my mobile app. What other car can give you all this after you have bought it? No one. Only Tesla. This to me is just one of the biggest reasons why Tesla owners just fall in love with their Teslas. They are fun to drive, and because you constantly get something new to be excited about, and your car can suddenly do something new. Normally you buy a car and that is how good that car is ever going to be. It is just a huge difference in the feeling you have about the car. It is not just a car, it's a smart car. And as I have been saying many times before, I will never get another car that can't make over-the-air updates and make my car better and give me all this joy of owning a smart car. So I'm pretty much stuck with Tesla for a while until the other guys catch up and can make an over-the-air update. Not just like the Polestar 2 that can make an over-the-air update but can only update your Google Calendar app or your Spotify account. Not really the over-the-air update I'm used to with my Tesla. Big Auto still has a long way to go and a lot to learn to get to the level of Tesla on this one. The only complaint I have is when there's a lot of water on the top of the trunk, it tends to gather in big drops up there, and when you open the trunk, it goes into the trunk. Not really convenient. Light rain is not enough to get into the trunk, but really heavy rain will slide into the trunk. The lip that is supposed to stop the water is simply not big enough for the big momentum the water is getting down this smooth glass roof. So that is really annoying. But that is really the only complaint I got with this car. Sorry, there's just not more bad things I can say about this car, because this is truly the only complaint I have with this car. I know people are talking about it in general being badly built, but I really don't see this. I think my car is a very nicely built car. There could probably be some improvement, but in my everyday use of the car, I never think that my car is badly built. Actually, it's the other way around. Every time I get into my car, it feels like I get into a luxury car. Okay, let's get into some of the things I really love about this car. Some unique to Tesla and some not. But this is something about the car I really like. The navigation, first of all, makes all other navigation systems feel really old. Even if you get a new BMW and Audi that is coming out today, they just look so outdated when you compare it to the Tesla. And I love that I can send address directly from my phone to my Tesla navigation system. And I can plan a trip even in on my computer on a better route planner, and again send it directly to my navigation system in my Tesla. I can get more info on the map by pressing the names on the firms and shops and so on, just like you would expect from a Google map. I have found many funny sites because of this. When we are driving, you see something on the map, you press it and you find out what it is. And just one pull or one swipe on the search field and the car will navigate home. And the navigation system of course have live traffic in the navigation. Navigate on autopilot makes driving so relaxing, and traffic jams a breeze. And it always let me know if the trip I'm about to take is possible or if I need to charge or stay below a certain speed. And I can fill up everywhere. Even when I'm parked at a mall or a hotel or a restaurant, as I tweeted just recently. Or just juicing up a bit when I'm staying over at a friend's house if I need to, so I don't need to go to a charging station on my way home. There are just endless charging opportunities when your fuel is just electricity. And I love the space in the car for such a small car, like the frunk. No more smelling food in the car as well when you're going to get some junk food, because the frunk is not connected with the car like the trunk is. The extra space below the trunk floor in the back also makes up for a non-hatchback in some occasions. And I love the charging at home. No more going to a gas station all the time. Yes! Having a phone as a key is just the most convenient thing ever. The car is never locked to me, but it's always locked for everybody else. And I don't even have to lock it, it locks automatically by itself. I don't even have to get the phone out of my pocket, and I don't even have to push a start button. I just get in, put it in gear, go. That's it. Most convenient thing ever. And I love that I can control the climate and so on with the app. So the car is ready and have a nice temperature when I need to go. Scheduled charging and preheating is just amazing. The car knows when I need to go, and it will make sure that the battery is fully charged at that time and preheated or cooled the car to my preferred temperature. Just lovely. And I can vent the car with the app on a hot day, and if that's not enough, you can turn on overheat protection of the car, so when it gets warmer than 40 degrees Celsius, it will start cooling itself down, unless there are less than 20% left on the battery, of course. And I love that I can see in the app where my car is. Sentry mode, another awesome feature. No one can key my car without me knowing, so don't. The acceleration and the fun drive, of course, is just amazing. The acceleration just never gets old. Even my children love this. And the one pedal driving is awesome. It's so easy to drive, and my brakes will last the lifetime of my car. More savings, and I'm not gonna live without the software updates. The car just get better and better over time, as I mentioned, and get more features. I just love that. And safety, of course. This is one of the world's safest cars. That is really nice to know when I'm out driving with my kids. Just something you can't put a price on. And no maintenance. Already talked about how much I'm saving every year, but also just the convenience of not having to do anything. I have just bought the car and just driven 60,000 kilometers and done nothing, and it had cost me nothing. 4 years guarantee with no maintenance. Yes, please. When people have parked too close so I can't get in, I can just summon the car out. And that is just cool. Feels just like James Bond, and you can do it with your Apple Watch as well. And you can actually use Siri shortcuts to control your car, like open the front, drive forward, open the charging port, and so on. And entertainment when waiting for something is just awesome, both for me and my kids. The climate control is just so well made and easy to use. I just love it. No more ugly vents. And I'm a big fan of the clean look inside the car. One big screen, that's it. The smartphone of the cars. And it automatically starts a new trip count every time you start your car, so you will never forget to start it when you're going on a business trip or just want to know how far you have been driving. And you can even give it a name like Road Trip to Giga Berlin. And it saves driver profile. It knows if it is my wife or me who is coming into the car because of our phone, and adjusts the seats, side mirrors and steering wheel and so on accordingly. And it has this easy access. When you stop the car, it will pull back the seat a little bit and the steering wheel or whatever you have set it to. And this easy entrance makes it so much easier to get in and out the car, especially when my wife is a foot smaller than I am. Before I had to move the seat back before I could get into the car. Now there are always room because we have set this easy entrance to move the seat a bit back and the steering wheel a bit forward when you exit the car. So cool. And I love the sound system, so clear sound even at really high volume. I came from a Bose sound system in my old car, so I'm used to great sound in my car, but this is just a bit better in my opinion, especially when you are playing music over Bluetooth. And I love the car can read out loud my text messages that are coming in, and I can answer back with speaking. And I just love the car knows everything that is going on around it and gives me a head up on my phone if something is wrong. And to show just how much this car knows, just look here. If I'm trying to close the little center console and pushing it too hard so it won't close, it'll even give me a little message telling me to close it gently. So yes, I really love this car, and after 60,000 kilometers driven, I just love it even more. I can only recommend a Tesla Model 3 if you have the budget for it. But remember to take the true cost of ownership into account, because this is a really big deal. And I have met a lot of Tesla Model 3 owners, and everyone just seems so happy with the car. It is a fun, safe car that gets better over time. What is not to like? For a guy that really likes fast accelerating cars and really like tech, the Tesla just gives me something I can't get with any other car. So yeah, maybe not the biggest surprise, but the Tesla fanboy like his Tesla Model 3. But I really do think it's a great car, and everyone who tries it is always really impressed. So I don't think it's only the fanboys that think this is a really cool car. Everyone that had tried it is always convinced, and someone even converted to Tesla fanboys. And one thing is for sure, everyone who tries it all gets the Tesla smile.
Yo! We was on that Camara's ass!
Hope you enjoyed this little review and found it helpful. And thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and be nice.